Alright, day 2 of the decluttering. I thought I could get it all done in one day, but I thought wrong. So now we're just going to move on to bronzers and highlights. I have those all in the same drawer. So let's get started. Alright, this is what bronzers and highlights are looking like. So this right here is a keep. I love this palette. It's a bronzer and highlight palette. It is just really cute. I love the shades in here, and yeah, I reach for this all the time. This was a really cute s'mores bronzer and highlight palette, but I don't think I like it, and I don't think I want to keep it. The highlight in here just it's really nothing. The graham cracker shade is a little bit too deep for a highlight, and then the chocolate bronzer is way too deep for me. It's a cute concept, but it's just the colors don't work for me. Then I have this Brazilian Face Glow palette. I love this so much. All the shades in here work for me, and it's just one of those things that I reach for almost every day. Okay, moving on to powder bronzers. So this one is by Bare Minerals. It's kind of like a loose bronzer, like loose setting powder, but it's bronzer. I don't know how I feel about it. The shade is kind of pretty. It's like a little bit red toned in a way. It's not too dark. It's just really messy. I don't really reach for it because of how messy it is, and it's just like a work in progress. But for now I'm going to keep it just because I do like the formula, but it might be leaving in the summertime. We'll see. Ciate London bronzer. I use this all the time. It's my go-to. It's staying. Shades by Shan bronzer. The shade, there's nothing wrong with the shade. I think it's like the exact same as the Ciate by London or Ciate London one. I hate the packaging. It doesn't speak to me. I don't like how it looks in the pan, like with the two ombre colors. I don't reach for this ever. Like, the shade is really pretty and the formula is really pretty, but I just don't reach for this because I don't like the way it looks. So I will be decluttering it. Then I have this Gigi Gorgeous bronzer contour. I'm keeping this solely for the shade. I don't have any shades that are more on the cool tone side. So for that reason, I'm keeping it. And that's the only reason, because I don't like the packaging. PYT bronzer. I really like this. I think it's cute. I don't reach for it as much, but I do like the packaging, so I will be keeping it. Yeah, it's a shame that this is cracked. Like, do I get rid of it? Do I keep it? I love the shade. I love the formula, but I don't use it because it's so dirty, and I don't see myself fixing it. I really like the mirror in here too. So I'm going to keep it for now and see if I can figure out how to clean this up and make it not so, messy. But if I can't figure it out, I will get rid of it. But for now, I'm going to keep it. I got this Item Beauty bronzer as well. I like this one too. I actually love the packaging on this because the orange color. And yeah, I'm going to keep it solely for that because I got rid of the blush, so I might as well keep the bronzer. Milani Baked bronzer. As pretty as this is, I don't reach for it. I don't know, I feel like I grew out of Milani for some weird reason. But I do like this bronzer a lot. I'm going to keep it. I just need to figure out how to use it more. Same with the Kosas bronzer. I love Kosas. This packaging sucks. It's broken. But I love this bronzer. It is a little bit too light for me, I will say. But because it's Kosas, I'm going to move it to the top and see if I can use it some more. Get some love out of it. Because I know it's a hidden gem that I just always sleep on. Kimchi bronzer is staying. It's a staple. This right here is from an Ipsy bag. Both of these actually. This mini Tarte Amazonian Clay bronzer. And then this one is like a bronzer highlight duo. I don't like that they're minis. I'm getting rid of them. And then my Pixie, this is a blush, but I use it as bronzer. I will never get rid of this because it's discontinued and I love it too much, so I'm keeping it. This Pixie On The Go bronzing stick. I wanted to love this, but it is absolutely way too sheer for me. It is like almost shows up as nothing on my skin. I'm getting rid of this. If I got it in a deeper shade, I'm sure I would love it. But because I got it in such a light shade, I don't want to keep this. I will never use it. Milani Supercharged bronzer. Same situation with the blush. I'm getting rid of this because it disappears into thin air. You put it on your cheeks, it's literally tinted Vaseline. This is leaving. A white ass bronzer. I love and hate this. I love the application. I hate how messy it gets in the tube, and the shade is in the shade Harmony. It's a little bit too dark for me, but I know this is like crazy viral on TikTok and I'm gonna regret it if I get rid of it. I have bronzers that blend better than this, like the Rare Beauty bronzer, but I'm gonna keep it just for the sake that it is viral and I might regret it if I get rid of it. Oma by Sharon C. This is a lip and cheek stain, and I got it in this deep shade as a bronzer, and I really do like it. I don't really use this as a bronzer too much, but I can't get rid of it because it's so versatile. This is a concealer sample I got received free from Sephora, and I used it as my bronzer and I like it. Got the Undone Beauty water bronzer. Similar thing with the blushes. I did love the water bronzer. It had its moment where I was always using it, but I don't know. I'm not really on the Undone Beauty bandwagon like I was in the past. I had a time where that's like the makeup that I was into, and now my makeup style kind of changed, so I think I'm gonna get rid of this. Rare Beauty bronzer, don't even have to say anything, it's staying. Fenty bronzer, I don't really like this too much either. The shade is a little bit too, I guess, warm toned for a cream bronzer for me. It's an okay shade for me, like it's a pretty great shade. It's just, oh look, all the stains from yesterday are still there, and I did shower, but I'm just stained, so you guys know. I'm gonna keep it for now, but this might be something that I end up getting rid of down the line. Elf Putty bronzer is staying. I love Dana B Miami cream bronzer. I really like the shade as well. However, I don't like that it is a cream bronzer and that it's that shade. If I'm wearing a cream bronzer, I need it to be a little bit deeper, because when I put my powder on top, I need it to still look like I'm bronzed. And with a shade like this, I'll swatch it. It's an okay shade. I don't know. I don't reach for it. I don't really use cream bronzers that much anymore. It's usually just a stick bronzer or like powder. I don't really reach for cream, so I think I'm gonna get rid of this. Tower 28 bronzers. I think it's finally time to say goodbye to Suncoast. I bought Suncoast because it was a brand new shade, and it is like honestly way too light. I'm trying to swatch it. Swatched it right underneath. You can barely see that. It's literally a highlight, if you can pick up any of that at all. I'm getting rid of this finally because it just is way too light for my skin tone. But in the shade West Coast, it is so much better. Right underneath as well. See how Suncoast is right in the middle and you can't even tell. West Coast or Best Coast is whatever shade that was. West Coast, yeah, is just so much better. And yeah, it's kind of like shimmery too. It's really pretty. Fenty cream bronzer. This was the only cream bronzer that I really ever used other than the Tower 28 one. But let me show y'all. Y'all see that, right? Please tell me y'all see that. The molds. Yeah, no questions. It's going away. So overall for bronzers, this is all I have left. So I think we did really great. So now let's move on to highlight. Okay, let's just begin with the powder highlight. So this immediately, it is this tequila highlight. It is way too deep for me. Swatch it right there. If you all can see, it is super pretty. It's another packaging thing for me, and it's also just too deep, so I will never use this because I can't. Got this pretty kimchi highlight, keeping that. It's stunning. Natasha Denona Radiant Glow palettes, because one broke in the mail, so they sent me a replacement, but both of them ended up breaking. So we have this one that's completely empty, and then the other one. This one also completely got smashed, but there's still product in there. So I'm gonna keep this one, and I will toss this one. We got the Rare Beauty highlight. I honestly forgot I had this. It's one of my favorites, so I have to make sure I move this to the top so I could use it some more. With this Estate highlight, Ever since I broke my Rare Beauty powder highlight, I've been using this one as like a substitute for it. It's not a dupe, but it does leave a nice pretty glow without any glitter whatsoever. So if you're looking for something like that, this is definitely the same effect. This right here, don't know the brand, just another thing I got in an Ipsy bag. I will swatch it. I'm pretty sure it's too deep as well. Swatched, it's actually a little bit more icy, but when I turn my hand to the side, it is too deep, so I'm going to get rid of it. I don't want highlighters in my collection that I can't wear anymore, so. Flower Beauty highlight. This one is super intense and really cute. I love it as eyeshadow as well, so this is definitely a keep. This one is in Rodeo Drive. It is too deep for me. This one is in Covent Garden, which is a nice icy pink. That's a keep. And then this one right here is a beautiful lilac with a more champagne one. So I'm going to keep these two because they do suit my face. And then this one is going to leave. I know this one's very popular, but it's just a little bit too dark for me. So yeah, and I barely used it too. Then I have this PYT highlight. It is just bright and then just straight up glitter. I suck at swatching, but I'm keeping it just for the fact that it is a pure glitter highlight, and sometimes you need that. I have two Fenty Kilowatt highlighters. Alright, well I know which one I'm getting rid of. Ipsy sent me a duplicate, so I'm going to keep this one, and I'm just going to toss this one. And then these two, without even really spending too much time on them, I'm getting rid of. This one is obviously just too deep. It was from Ipsy, and this one's like awful packaging and also just too deep. Alright, and then for liquid highlights, right away, this Flower Beauty one is leaving finally. I do not like this at all. It had so much potential, but it just, you apply it to your face and then it just sticks there. It doesn't blend. It looks cakey. I can't get it to work for me, so I'm finally decluttering this. This is a cute little RMS Beauty balm highlight. It's just a simple balm. I have so many balm highlights, but I don't have any in a little pot, so I'm going to keep it. This one too is a liquid highlight. The shade could be a little bit too deep. I apply this underneath foundation, like in the places that I want to highlight, and then I'll go on foundation, and it's really pretty. So I'm going to keep that. I also have this Tower 28 balm highlight. I feel like I don't need this at all because there is no luminosity to it whatsoever. It's just called Super Dew. It's literally just like Vaseline. I love Tower 28, so I can't get rid of it. Milk Makeup mini highlight. It's a mini. It's leaving. This Merit Beauty highlighter balm. This is actually so pretty. I love this one. It's staying. Glossier Halo Scopes. One is really old and one is new. I bought it because I thought I was going to get rid of my old one. Like I thought I was going to go through it, so I bought a backup, and then I kind of stopped using these. So I'll keep the backup and get rid of the old one. I have two Undone Beauty water highlighters. Now I do actually like both of these. This one is more of like a rosy glow, and then this one right here is like an iridescent glow. I don't have anything like them, so I'm going to keep both of these because I actually do like them a lot. This right here is going. It came in an Ipsy bag. It's too deep for me and it's super messy, so I'm not even thinking twice about it. This Danessa Myricks Vision Flush in Tiara. I'm keeping it. Tint Dew Balm. I did a whole review on this and I do like it, but I have literally 5 products that look exactly like it. Now this packaging is super cute, but it really is just Vaseline, like with a cute applicator. So I like the applicator of it a lot, so I feel like I'll keep it just for that. Rare Beauty is staying and then this is leaving. It is a Lime Crime Sun-Kissed highlight that is way too dark for me. Also, what is this packaging? It doesn't really make sense. I'm getting rid of it. I think we did pretty good with this section. We narrowed it down. My pile for decluttering is getting bigger and bigger as we go. We're doing really well. So next we'll move on to the lip products because I know that's going to take a little while, and then last we will do eyes. Now we have all of my lip products yeah, so we're just gonna start with the lipsticks because I feel like I can get rid of the most in this section. Don't use lipsticks. I know I don't have too many of them, but I don't even use them all like that either. No, I'm just gonna keep them. I think they're fine to have. I don't have too many. We got rid of 3 though. For lip liner, I feel like I should just pull the ones. I feel like I've looked through these before very recently, and I decided that I wasn't. Only one I'm getting rid of is going to be these 2, because I do use all these other ones. They're all different shades. This one is by Profusion. I hate the shade. It's like a nude. This one's by Undone Beauty. It's like a marker. It just does not work for me. But all of those I'm going to keep. This one's brand new, Refi one. But yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with having 2 new lip liners. Lip stains, I'm gonna keep these 3. I don't know what this one really is. I'm gonna swatch it. I never knew this was a lip stain, so I'm gonna keep all 3 of these because I only have the 4. And then I have the Rare Beauty lip oil / lip stains. Those are in my work bag, but I'll keep all 3 of these. This is like the lip mask, lip treatments. So I'm going to pull everything that I'm getting rid of. So for like chapsticks, I'm going to keep these 2 Sugar Cookie and then this sunscreen. For these Laneige lip masks, I'm keeping all of them. This lip jelly thing, gummy bear lip from Trader Joe's is a keep. This is a sugar scrub. I'm keeping that. Got 2 Glossier Balm.coms. I'm going to get rid of these because I'm pretty sure that they're expired, unfortunately. And I'm getting rid of these. I don't like them. I'm going to keep these, and I'm going to get rid of this lip strip. I don't really know how to use this. It's like a lip scrub in like a lip gloss tube. It's weird. And I'm gonna get rid of the Glow Recipe lip mask thing. I don't like it. It's just, I don't like the way it tastes or any of that. So I'm gonna get rid of these. So I'm gonna keep all of those lip treatments. Next, onto like these little tinted lip balms. I have 2 by Rare Beauty, and I will be keeping both. Let's see, I'm keeping those. I'm gonna get rid of this. I don't use it. It's just this peachy lip. I just don't see myself really ever wearing this. So sad. I did have a moment where I really liked this, but yeah, I think I'm gonna get rid of it. These Glossier Play Vinyl Lips. I'm gonna keep them only because they're discontinued. These Pixie ones I'm getting rid of. I don't like this Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip. Juicy lip. I love it. Keeping it. I have this Pixie Beauty PH lip. I'm keeping that. And then the About Face cherry picking little lip thing. Gonna keep that as well. These are like the lip creams, liquid lips. So I will pull out what I'm not keeping. This Flower Beauty powder. It's like a powder for your lips. It's very uncomfortable. I'm getting rid of it. This Melted Matte Pumpkin Spice limited edition thing. I will never wear this shade, and I think it's like super thick, so I'm getting rid of it. These 2, they're from Ipsy. There was a moment where I liked them a lot, but I don't reach for them. I don't like the packaging. I'm gonna get rid of them, unfortunately. They kind of mean a little bit to me because these were like my very first lip products, and I was always too scared to wear them, but they're so old where I'm like, would I even wear them now? And the answer is no. This I debated getting rid of multiple times because of the shade, but if a lip is too like warm for me, I can add this purple, and I've actually been liking it because I don't have any other lips that are like a purple. Let's see. Obviously keeping all of my NYX Shine Louds. I'm gonna get rid of this by Profusion. It's like not a good color, so this Context liquid lacquer, I'm gonna get rid of it. Fenty Beauty, I don't really like the formula too much, but I'm gonna keep it because it's Fenty. These 2 I'm struggling with. It's this Huda Beauty liquid matte lip. I think I'm gonna keep the Huda, but then I have this Pat McGrath one that is like kind of metallic, and I just don't like it. I wore it once. It wore kind of weird. I feel weird not like keeping it because it's Pat McGrath, but to be honest, I didn't like it, so I'm gonna get rid of this. I don't really know what these are from ColourPop, but I feel like I'm missing out. I've never really tried to use them, so I'm just gonna keep them for now. Then this Almond Beauty. This is really nice. I like that. This is like a glitter lip, so I'm going to keep that. Now we got glosses. I'm just gonna go through them and pull what I don't want. So this Pillow Plump, don't like the shade. Gonna get rid of this. I don't ever reach for it, and I'm not gonna think twice about it. This is my favorite lip product, but let me show y'all. I don't know what happened to this. It just decided that it wanted to break off, so now I have to throw it away. But this was like literally my favorite lip, and I'm so sad to toss it. I'm gonna get rid of this Undone Beauty one because I have one that I like so much better. This one, I don't really use this shade too much. I'm gonna get rid of this. It's by About Face. It's like a glitter, like gold lip gloss. I don't see myself ever using it, and it just, yeah. I want to reach into my drawer and like pick up a lip gloss that I'm gonna be happy with, and when I pick this one up, I'm like, damn. You can only wear it on its own. You can't wear it over top of like any lip because it'll eat through your lip product and make you look like you have freaking, like it'll just melt your lip liner and all of that. So I'm gonna get rid of it. Same with this Huda Beauty lip strobe. It's just metallic. I don't like how it looks on my lips. This one by About Face, this Light Lock lip. This shade is so much better than the gold one, so I'm gonna keep this one. I'm gonna get rid of this little mini. This one right next to it looks identical, so I might as well just get rid of this one. These Hello Kitty glosses, I'm keeping solely for them being Hello Kitty, but I hate the formula. It's super thick, but I like them. Like, I like how they look. I just don't like the formula. Love these two by PYT. Gonna get rid of this little Profusion and this Profusion. They're like lip toppers. They're just really old. Because I have this glittery lip topper that's really pretty. That's really cute too. Like these Kosas wet lip oils. And then I have two by Glossier. This one is unused, so I'm going to get rid of my used one. The lip drawer low-key looks the same, but that's only because I can't really organize it. But I think we did good. Next we have mascaras, brows, eyeliners, single eyeshadows, as well as like very mini palettes. And then we have like colorful eyeliners and like liquid eyeshadow stuff. Keep. I'm gonna get rid of the brow trowel by Item Beauty. Only, well, no. I'm gonna keep it. Keep. I'm actually keeping all my brows because I don't have a lot of brow products. And I honestly love all of them. So, yeah. Let's move on to eyeliner. The NYX Lift and Snatch is staying. Galactic is leaving only because it's dried out. Give Them Lala eyeliner. I didn't like the tip of this. I just didn't. I'm getting rid of that. I have this Me Beauty Attraction eyeliner. I think it's an adhesive eyeliner. I don't think it works anymore. I'm getting rid of it. Rare Beauty's dried out. Il Maquillages I'm getting rid of. I don't like the tips. Pure Cosmetics. I'm pretty sure this one's dried out as well. Rem Beauty's dried out. Undone Beauty's dried out. Black Magic's dried out. Awesome. This would be great for the waterline. I'll keep this. It's a gel liner. This is a brown gel liner. Perfect for the waterline. This Flower Beauty eyeliner sucks. It fades in 2 seconds and smudges, but I use it for fake freckles, so I'm keeping it. Getting rid of this. It's all out. Getting rid of this. Doesn't. Well, actually, no, I'm going to keep this. This one actually still has some stickiness to it. This one is good for the waterline. And then this one I've had for 2 years. And I use it every single day. And I'm going to keep that. I'm only going to keep one of these since I have 2. So I'll keep the newer one. So I have these 2 that are staying. And this one I'm going to declutter. This right here, I do not like this gold. It's like a green gold. Getting rid of it. I never use single shadows. So I think I'm actually just going to get rid of all of these because I never use them. This one is actually a cute little palette, so I will be keeping that because I love little palettes. They're so convenient. But if it's just like a single shade, like, I'm sorry, I'm not using it. Makeup by Mario Master Crystal Reflectors. Keep. This Morphe 2 little eyeshadow palette thing is really cute too. I'm gonna keep that. This ColourPop one, I'm not in love with the color story. I don't really do eye looks like this anymore, so I don't think I'm ever really gonna dip into this. But I will keep it for now. Getting that, getting rid of this, getting rid of this, getting rid of that. What is this? Oh, that one is completely broken. This was really cute, but I'm gonna get rid of it since it's broken. Love the Kaja. And then I love all three of these, so I'm gonna keep these. I can show y'all. Moonstone, absolutely stunning. I use this every single day. Got this Il Makiage. This is perfect for every day as well. I do not use this, but Chessie, my favorite YouTuber, gifted it to me, so I'm keeping it for that reason. I can actually get rid of this because it is pretty bulky and I don't really dip into it anymore. You know, I'll just keep it around for now. So my camera kept dying. I kept charging it and sitting for a little bit and it just kept dying. So I don't have time. I'm trying to finish my decluttering today and not make it last the third day. So we're just going to use my phone for the last portion. And now that I'm filming with my phone, I wish that I filmed this whole video with my phone because the colors are a lot better. My phone just captures like more of the scene better and it's way easier to hold. So mascaras, we have a lot here and we're getting rid of a lot because I hate a lot of these. I'm very picky with mascara, starting with Milk Makeup. Don't know what happened. I used it like every now and then and I liked it, but I just wore it the other day and it smudged like crazy on me and I hate when mascara smudge. So it's no longer getting another chance. I'm getting rid of this. L'Oreal Telescopic. This one is just really old. I don't know why I still have it. There's nothing in here. I'm getting rid of it. But this was my favorite mascara for the longest time. Kosas, this little mini one. I remember it smudging on me. And it's also a mini, so I'm going to get rid of it. Thrive Cosmetics is staying. I love this mascara. ColourPop is also staying. This one is really cute. Pure Cosmetics. This one smudged, I think. If it didn't smudge, I apologize, but I'm pretty sure it did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this one did smudge on me because I never used it again. So I'm just gonna get rid of it. Dime Beauty Mascara, literally top 10. Telescopic Lift. I do not like this. It smudges. The wand sucks. And I'm not giving it another chance. I've tried too many times and it's just too much work. Il Makiage Mascara is a good one to have in my collection. It doesn't smudge or anything. Rem Beauty smudges. I don't like this one. L'Oreal Telescopic Black. I will keep this one because this one is still like new. This Girlactic mascara did not smudge. It wore really pretty throughout the day. It does take a long time to build up your lashes though, but I'm going to keep it because it is brand new. Flower Beauty, my top right now. These two by Undone Beauty are leaving. One is in burgundy and one is in brown. Yeah, they're just really old. I did like these a lot when I was in the more natural lash phase, but they no longer have anything in them. Complex Culture, another top for me. Better Than Sex mascara literally is the worst thing to ever exist. I don't know why I still have it. I'm getting rid of it. And the mini. These smudge like crazy. Level Up mascara is good. Gonna keep that. PYT is really old. Getting rid of that. Rare Beauty, obviously staying. Item Beauty, blue, really pretty. Gonna keep that. This Merit one also was a top for me, but there's nothing left in here. It's dried out. As you can see, the cap is open, so I have to get rid of it. And then Falscara. Obviously I have to keep that, but I'd rather not, but it's okay. So we did really good on mascaras. We have all of those and we got rid of all of those. Right now we have like liquid eyeshadows and stuff, so I'm gonna keep these. Getting rid of this Kasha Rose stuff. I don't like them. It's just the shades are a little weird for me. I don't like them. I'm not gonna sharpen this, to be honest, so I'm gonna get rid of it. This is really pretty. I hope it still works. It's Kosas. Let me smell it. Keep it. It doesn't smell weird or anything. Glossier is leaving. I've had it for far too long and I've tried to make it work. I don't think I can, so I'm gonna get rid of it. Obviously I need all the white eyeliners because I only have 4. Gotta keep those. This is like a cute one and done eye look. This is super pretty on the eyes, and so is this, and so are all of these, and everything So I'm keeping all those. Look how much better this drawer looks. Has so much room in it now. I know it's not organized, but I'm so happy with this. And we just successfully completed all my drawers. The last thing left is my eyeshadow palettes. I'm really out of breath. Let me show you guys my organized drawers though. We have the skincare drawer, not as packed as it was. Still pretty packed, but I have everything I need right there. Foundation, concealer, and powders. Looking real good. Not packed at all, so we did really good with this. We got blushes. This looks a lot better. Bronzers and highlights look so much better. And lips look the exact same. This is all the stuff we decluttered, but let's move on to eyeshadow palettes. Rare Beauty. This is a keep. I love this palette. Madison Beer eyeshadow palette. This is a keep for sure. I have this one that I got in an Ipsy bag. And as much as I hate this color story because you cannot really create a look with this palette, I do love the blue shades, and the mattes are really nice in here as well. So it is a good palette to open up and like pick out 1 or 2 shades to complete a look, but you can't really like create a single look in here. But I'm gonna keep it specifically for the potential of future looks. Natasha Denona. I do not like little palettes like this, and the blue one is all messed up. However, all these shades, like Natasha Denona shades, are so soft. Like I feel like they always fall out of the pan. But the orange shades in here are really pretty and really nice in the summertime, so I'm gonna keep it for that. But I don't like ever use the blue, and I never touch the brown. But specifically for the 3 orange shades, this is a good little palette. Natasha Denona pastel palette is literally one of my favorites. All the shadows actually fell out of here, so if you see me open this and you're like, my palette doesn't look like that, it's because I tried to rearrange it closest to what I thought it looked like, and I think I messed it up somewhere. But yeah, I love this palette. Kesha Rose palette. This is an OG for me. It's like a little painter's palette, and I love the mirror, and it folds all the way back. There's very limited looks if you're just using this palette, but if you're coming in here and you want, like, this green shade is my all-time favorite shade ever. Like, the formulas are really pretty, and this is just the perfect holiday palette in my opinion, and it's so cute. It's one of my favorites. BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil. I can't get rid of this. It's a colorful palette. Don't have too many of those. So Pretty palette. This is another one of my go-tos. I love it. ColourPop Sweet Talk. One of my go-tos. Keeping that. Now this, Bailey Sarian and Estate. I'm getting rid of this. This palette is ugly to me. It's barely touched. There's some shades in here that are pretty, like this middle shade, but overall I have all of these shades in other palettes. Yeah, it's just, no, I'm getting rid of this one. Whoa. These used to be, I'll pull all of them out. They're all by Too Faced. They're all little gingerbread palettes. I had a time where I used every single one of these religiously, and now I just don't reach for them. This one I'm actually going to keep for sure because this shade right here is stunning. Yeah, I really do remember loving this palette, so I'll keep that one. This one's definitely neutral. I feel like I should keep it. Yeah, I can keep this one. This one though, it's kind of the same. You know what? I'm gonna keep these. I might fall back in love with them again because they are really just, I have been really liking face palettes and eye palettes, so I might keep it, but for sure I'm getting rid of this one. These glitters are just not usable to me. They're like chunky glitters that don't really give you like it's like separated glitter opposed to like full-on glitter. I don't know. I can get rid of this because I don't see a need for it. Same with this Too Faced one as well. It is really pretty, but y'all, I do not come in this palette at all. I'm going to keep it just because I see the potential. I've always seen the potential with this palette, but I never reach for it for some reason. But I feel like I'll regret it if I get rid of it. This one is stunning. keeping. This one I am getting, oh, well, I like this shade right here. Me keeping a palette because of one shade. No, honestly, I do love this shade. The rest of them, I do not like them, but this one is really cute, so I guess I'm keeping it. However, this is so big and chunky. It is one of my very first palettes by Profusion, and I do love that blue shade. I don't come in here for anything else, so I will finally declutter this. I've been looking for this palette for quite some time. I forgot it existed, but it is so, yes, keep. This palette is majorly disappointing to me because when you open it up, it looks like a palette that I would be absolutely in love with. However, every shade looks completely different on your eyes than it does on the pan. Every shade is like warm toned, and then these two right here look like berry tone shimmers, but they're literally like orange. It's weird. Yeah, I can't get rid of it because it was a gift. It was super expensive, but I don't really like this palette. Whenever I create looks with it, I don't like how they turn out, but I can't get rid of it. I don't know. Modern Renaissance. This one, you guys, your palettes might be old, but mine isn't. I got this gifted to me maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, and I really actually like this palette a lot, so I'm gonna keep it. I know this is like everyone's, like, people hate this palette because they used it too much, but I never got too much use out of it, so I'm gonna keep it. Keeping this, of course, stunning. This one is really pretty as well. It is one of those palettes that I do go into, and like I wish I had like a light matte shade in here somewhere just to make it easier, but it is really pretty, and I'm keeping this. This I just got for Christmas. It is absolutely just amazing. Yes. Another Rare Beauty, keeping that. This one I really liked as well. I really like this pink shade. I'm gonna swatch it. I'm gonna keep this because I don't have a shade like that pink one or this one. I don't know, something about it. I like this palette. Laura Geller. This one is super basic, but it does come in handy when I'm just doing a quick look. This was one of my OG palettes as well. I don't come in here anymore though. I think it's time to finally say goodbye to this one. It's gotten a lot of love. These PYT palettes, however, though, I'm getting rid of these, to be honest. These aren't bad palettes, but they are $30. So for the price that they are, they're just not worth it. I don't really use them. I'm going to leave. I'm getting rid of them. If I ever got rid of this, y'all would need to hit me. This is absolutely stunning. Opalescent. I have to keep it, right? This is my OG. If I got rid of it, like, I would hate myself. Keeping this, it's just a staple to have. This Milani palette, I think I'm actually gonna get rid of this one. I bought it and it just doesn't really work for me. A lot of the shades are a little bit too deep. I only came in here for like the lighter shades, but I have too many palettes that can do this, so I'm gonna get rid of this one, to be honest. Hello Kitty palette that's crumbling. I'm keeping it only because it's one of my favorites. Best Dressed Lids. I'm actually gonna get rid of this one for sure. None of these colors work for me. I don't like them. They're super pale, and yeah, this just isn't, no, I'm getting rid of it. This as well, I'm getting rid of this. Color Story is bland. I cannot really, like, there's some shades in here that I guess I could like, no, that color did absolutely nothing. No, yeah, this is leaving. Goodbye. Ooh, I forgot this existed. I'm so keeping this. Defiance palette, one of my favorites. It is a classic. This one too, just a classic. Rem Beauty. Oh, I don't really like this palette though. It does its thing. I can't see myself getting rid of it though because it's so cute. Getting Fresh by ColourPop is staying. Essentials 2. I don't think I need this. Yeah, no, I already have purples and blues and other palettes. This does not need to be in my collection. This does not need to be in my collection either. Yeah, the glitters suck. The other shades are really good, but it's just not something that I reach for ever. This is the worst palette ever. Like, what is this color story? Goodbye. I've had this in my collection for the purpose of decluttering it. Finally getting rid of it. Last but not least, this is staying. It's just a cute little summer palette. This is the mountain I just created of stuff that I'm keeping, and this is the smaller mountain of palettes I am getting rid of. So let's reorganize this really quick. Okay, that looks so much better. All right, so this is the eyeshadow palettes, and then there's like one bronzer that I am decluttering, and then this is the pile that is being thrown away because it's expired. It's either expired, it's either like completely empty, or it's broken and I can't resell it or give it away. And like, for instance, this e.l.f. palette, there's like a lot of fingerprints in it, unfortunately, and I would feel weird giving that to somebody or anything like that. And then this right here is the stuff that isn't expired or used up too much that I'm going to be letting my sister and her girlfriend go through and see if they want any of it. Same with the palettes. And then if they don't want any of this, then I'm probably gonna have to just toss it or something. But the palettes I would consider like selling on eBay, possibly, like the ones that aren't touched too much. So yeah, that is the end of this video. I look really busted now because it's like days later and I don't like my outfit or my makeup today. I'm just not feeling it. Sorry I couldn't look cuter for the outro. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this super long decluttering video. It's definitely much needed. My drawers are so much more, I can breathe now. And it's making me so much more happier to open up my drawer and be like, okay, I can grab anything in here and I'll be completely fine with using it because it's so good. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.